The UFC is on a roll right now, and obviously they had to announce some bangers because Francis Ngannou kind of shocked the sporting world. Obviously, I'm kidding. I know Dana White doesn't actually give a shit about what Francis Ngannou is doing, but people like to meme that every time Francis gets a dub, Dana White has to like one up him. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, Dana White announced a bunch of fucking banger fights, and we're gonna let Dana White speak on the fights real quick.
What's up, guys? I'm going to hit you with 3 more pay-per-view headliners. In January, we're doing Sean Strickland versus Dricus Du Plessis. In February, we're doing Volkanovski versus Topuria. And in March, we're doing O'Malley versus Vera. Busting into the new year with some fun fights.
So yeah, that's basically it. He had just announced 3 title fights. As you can tell, I'm going to be talking about them in the order that he announced them. So get the fuck out of the way, Khamzat. I'm glad he's not getting the fucking title shot. He didn't deserve it. Shout out Dricus Du Plessis, that's my boy. The real African fighter of the UFC. He's finally fighting Deshaun Strickland to see who the actual African fighter of the UFC is. Just all you need to do is just throw Mike Perry in there, and then it'll be like a perfect trifecta. But obviously, I love this fight. Shout out Dricus. He deserved it. He beat Robert Whittaker, who was like literally the Max Holloway of the middleweight division. So yeah, if anything, he deserves it more than anyone. Even an Adesanya rematch. Dricus deserves it more than an Adesanya rematch. I'll give my opinions, obviously. These are just going to be quick opinions, but I'll break it down and give more whatever in-depth analysis the closer the fight comes. If I were to choose, I would favor Dricus over Sean Strickland in a fight. I talked about this in my video essay when Sean Strickland dethroned Adesanya, but I think Dricus has like a suffocating pressure when it comes to grappling, and he can grapple in case if like Sean backs him up against the cage, and he could just panic takedown or something. So he has grappling on his side. He has like a fucking iron chin, and maybe his cardio might be bad. We didn't really get to see much because he finished Robert Whittaker in the second round. So I would favor Dricus because I think he hits harder than Strickland. I mean, Robert Whittaker has like a iffy chin, but Dricus doesn't get hurt. Like he was taking shots from Till, Whittaker, Brunson, and his defense was pretty bad in those. And he was like, he didn't give a shit. He didn't give a fuck. And I've watched his other fights when he was like welterweight and all that, and he like didn't give a fuck. I think he's only lost once. Yeah, he's fucking cracked. Anyway, but yeah, it's like I said, if he needs to, he could go to the ground if he has to. He just has more in his arsenal than Strickland, I would say, but anything could happen in MMA. So if I have to choose right now, I would choose Dricus over Sean Strickland. Sorry, Deshaun, but like I said, Dricus Du Plessis, real African fighter. Anyway, and then the next fight he talked about, Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. As you guys all saw, Alexander Volkanovski absolutely got KO'd. His head got decapitated by Islam Makhachev. And he was going to fight in January. I'm glad he decided not to because he needs to recover. He did get knocked out. I'm assuming the medical staff said he would be good to fight in February, which I think is still weird because he didn't get knocked out flat, but he did get rocked and concussed. You know what I'm saying? So give him some more time. As of right now, I'm going to lean with Alexander Volkanovski still. Topuria is impressive, but he beat who? Ryan Hall? Josh Emmett? Okay, and he didn't beat Yair, Max, all these people that Volk has beat. And people are saying that Volk is gonna have a decline because he's 35 now and he just got a really bad TKO against Islam Makhachev. But I don't know. Maybe this extra month might be okay, but as of right now, I'm rolling with Volkanovski because that's my dog. I don't hate Topuria. I think Topuria is a very good fighter, but it's just like weird to, he's undefeated. He's definitely going to beat Volkanovski because he beat Josh Emmett. Okay? Like, that's apples and oranges kind of shit. And also, I should say, one of the greatest fighters ever to exist in Josh Emmett. No offense to Josh Emmett, but come on. You can't compare those two. So, I'm interested in this fight. I think it's exciting. I want to see the fight. I'm rolling with Volkanovski, but I'm just scared because I don't know how well he's going to perform after receiving a shot like that to the head. You know what I'm saying? And that was like almost a month ago. So he's having what? Like 4 months Oh, hell no, dude. Damn, I might have to change my opinion right now. That's way too fucking soon for him to come back. Well, actually, you never know, because Alex Pereira got absolutely destroyed by Adesanya and then came back and had like a very competitive close fight with Jan Blachowicz in a higher weight class. So, interesting. I don't know. That one's interesting. I'm still worried about Volkanovski. I'm worried about his mental state because he was just like, oh, I did me head in because I wasn't in training camp. But, as us athletes, he clearly has some mental health issues when he's finding a sense of purpose when he's not training for a fight. So hopefully that doesn't affect him when he's fighting Topuria. And hopefully the TKO doesn't affect him when he fights Topuria. Meanwhile, Topuria hasn't fought since Josh Emmett, so he's like fresh as fuck. So we'll see what happens. And then the last fight, Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Chito Vera. I called this in my Sean O'Malley video when he won the title. I was just like, I think this is more likely. It was either, but I believed Aljo should have got an immediate rematch, but I think he wants to take time off, so whatever. If he wants to move up, go for it. But I was just like, they're definitely going to do a Chito rematch because Corey Sandhagen's injured. Marab doesn't want to fight for the fucking title. Henry Cejudo was just injured, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. And he already beat Petr Yan. Petr Yan's definitely not going to, he lost to Marab. So yeah, the only other person was the guy who fought on the same card as him, Chito Vera, because there's a storyline there. He was the only guy to defeat Sean O'Malley, even though Sean O'Malley says it doesn't count in the Sugar Athletic Commission. Whatever, who gives a fuck? You have one on your fucking record now. So yeah, it only makes sense. I'm rolling with Chito right now because Chito doesn't get fucking damaged. I've talked about this in the other video. He doesn't get damaged. He could take like 1,000,000 strikes to the fucking face and nothing. Maybe like a little bit red on the cheek. That's it. But then his opponents look fucking busted up and fucked up. So, and Chito is a pretty good fighter. He's just a very slow starter. He can't let Sean get ahead in the first 2 rounds because then he'll be fucked. But yeah, so I'm rolling with Chito right now. I think that's going to be a good fight. But I just wanted to talk about these title fights. I know I'm late to the party. Your boy was sick. I was dying. I was bedridden. I wasn't even bedridden. I just slept all day because I was way too fucking exhausted. So yeah, And yeah, so this is my return video. I'm just glad Dricus Du Plessis is fucking getting his shot against Sean Strickland. He fucking deserves it. I'm glad they didn't do Max versus Topuria for an interim. I feel like they should have now that I'm thinking about it, let Volkanovski rest and stuff. But maybe they want to capitalize on Topuria. Maybe they're like, oh, maybe Volkanovski is getting up there in age. He just got TKO'd by Makhachev. So maybe we could get Topuria, undefeated champion, whatever. So maybe that's what they're doing. Who knows? I don't know. And then Marlon Vera and O'Malley. I called that one. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I do want to talk about Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira, the rematch. Apparently that was going to be scheduled for January. Obviously it's not happening because Sean Strickland and Dricus. So I don't know when that's going to happen. I do want to see that get announced. I don't know if Dana White already announced it, when it's going to happen, but yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know when that's going to happen. I thought Makhachev was going to be super active. I was just like, damn, that's a quick turnaround. I mean, he took no damage against fucking Volkanovski, so he could have. So I guess Charles is still injured. I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll see. But yeah, as of right now, shout out the UFC announcing 3 banger fights to start off the fucking the year. Maybe UFC 300. Makhachev and fucking Charles Oliveira. That would be fire. So yeah, it already looks like a good beginning of the year. I'm glad they announced some stacked ass fights because you love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, this was just a quick video. Your boy is back. He is not sick. I might be a little congested still, but I'm not sleepy anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking sleeping all day. I'm actually making videos now. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't stream all the Call of Duties leading up to Modern Warfare 3 because that comes out in 2 days. But I will be playing that. I will be streaming it. I will be doing all this. I will continue streaming the Call of Duty games and beating them on Veteran. I will continue streaming. I will start streaming Assassin's Creed Mirage. So yeah, I have a bunch of plans for this channel. I just wanted to come back. Obviously, UFC videos are still coming out. Probably going to have a prediction video this Friday for the fucking pay-per-view. I'm not going to stream it, unfortunately, because I'm going to go watch that in the theater instead. So yeah, stay tuned for what's on my channel. Your boy is back. Anyway, have a great day.